subscribe, and ring the bell to never miss an update. Hello everyone! Today on Lady Mary Bath, I'm delighted to take you inside the Guild Shop, where I got my start thrifting back in high school. They are located on Dunleavy off Lower Westheimer in the heart of Houston. It is a shop full of treasures. Join me. Beautiful finds await. So glad to take you along and to share my best thrifted find of all time. Come on in with me to the Guild Shop. Welcome to the Guild Shop, one of Houston's oldest charity resales, founded in 1962 by a group of dedicated Episcopal women wanting to serve their church and community. Their vision has inspired my love of thrifting beautiful wares. Many of these grace my homes, including a historical treasure that I will share with you for the first time today. Let's have fun with some shopping. There's lots of fashion, jewelry, collectibles, tabletop, art, and furniture. This shop has it all. We'll take a look at jewelry first. These cases are filled with turquoise and Southwest jewelry during February and March. That is our rodeo cook-off and Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo season. There's a nice jewelry selection, including from some Texas designers, James Avery, one of my favorites, and also a Houston-based designer, Mariquita Masterson. She mixes glass with metals. And lots of fashion jewelry as well. Let's take a look at the jewelry. I found a James Avery 14 karat gold charm bracelet here in this case. They have other brands such as John Hardy, David Yurman, and of course it's a lot more affordable than retail, and you can watch the price to see if it goes down. They even have some amazing estate pieces. Let's take a closer look at this charm bracelet. This represents a lady's life and just incredible. I'll tell you more about it. And remember that it's never too big of a piece to wear because it's all about attitude with jewelry. There are some wonderful estate jewelry pieces at the Guild Shop as well. This charm bracelet is fantastic. It is a mid-century dream. This is from the 1950s. It's 14 karat gold with gemstones. And all of these charms were custom made by a local Houston jeweler to represent the milestones in a lady's life. And this estate piece is absolutely exquisite. It's one that I've never seen before, and that would be a great opportunity to have something unique. Iraj Morni is a New York couture jewelry designer, and these are two great examples of his wonderful works. Let's take a closer look at these pens. Such beauty and reminiscent of a floral bouquet. If you happen to have this designer in your collection, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. This is new to me, and that's another great thing about shopping the Guild is you discover something that you didn't know before. I am always learning. James Avery made this Faith, Hope, and Love bracelet. It was a very popular item, rare to find in 14 karat gold. It is retired. And I find that some of the older pieces are a bit heavier. You have a lot more metal. This is definitely something that hasn't been in their assortment in decades. And of course, anything Christmas is highly collectible because so many of us have charm bracelets and necklaces where we're looking for the older pendants and charms. James Avery retired pieces are sought after, and there are lots of collectors that shop the Guild looking for these. This is definitely a mid-century look, and it's quite heavy. And as with all the prices, things go down over time. You'll want to check the tag and come often. Hearts are always in season, and these are delightful. They will coordinate very well with some of my current James Avery items, and thrilled to find these. I found some James Avery Hart scroll earrings. These are retired and the price is right. It's gone down to $79.20. I think I will take these home today. A handsome men's collection. This would definitely dress up a tuxedo with the cufflinks and studs. I like her use of metals and glass. It's such an interesting look. Had the pleasure of getting to know Mariquita back in 1998. The Houston Grand Opera honored her at a luncheon, and I was invited to 2 private events since I donated the Baccarat decanter in her honor. She was the nicest lady in the room, and I will never forget her kindness. She makes some amazing necklaces as well. They don't have any right now, but check back soon because they frequently get these in. Lots of consignments and donations at the Guild. There's also a fabulous ring. And another designer, Judith Ripka, you'll notice here. The ring is stunning. And that gold would go with just about anything. They often have large collections from a local Houston designer, Mariquita Masterson. She mixes glass with metals. It's often sterling with vermeil, which is a gold wash, and this is a beautiful ring. So make sure you stop by and look for her collections here. I'm pleased to introduce you to April Lykos, the executive director of the Guild Shop, a shopping paradise, and she's going to tell us how we can shop with a purpose.
Of course, we all love to come here for the merchandise, but what drives all of our volunteers and staff and customers is our mission, and that is supporting the elderly in need. We currently support 16 beneficiaries, and we cover the pie chart of needs of the elderly, whether it's food insecurity, homelessness, dementia, cancer care, wellness, and we strive to learn more and more about what it means to be elderly in Houston every day.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for this wonderful shop, and I can't wait to take you around some more.
Let's go.
I certainly appreciate the warm welcome from the ladies of the Guild Shop. Such giving hearts, and always fun to shop. This is a familiar pattern that I will share with you. Lots to discover in these cases, including a trio of Orrefors crystal bowls. This is Swedish crystal. It is the retired Corona pattern, priced at $99 for all 3. And think of this as a great gifting opportunity. You've got 3 wonderful gifts for under $100. At $99, you could break these up. You could even place something interesting inside, and it's never too early to do some Christmas shopping. The Corona bowls lend themselves to engraving. It's got that flat blank panel. In my corporate gift business, we have engraved many of these with company logos and sentiments. Keep that in mind. You could take one of these to your local engraver. A small bowl on the Orrefors website starts at $100, so you know you're getting an amazing deal. 3 for $99. Definitely something to think about. Belique Perry in China from Ireland is a wonderful collectible. This covered box I've actually not seen before. It has the original sticker from a jewelry company, $95. And of course the price is right here at the Guild. That is a wonderful piece. And it is priced at $24. That is really good. And this is the classic Belique that you probably recognize with the shamrocks, a creamer. And that is priced at $22.50. A Noritake collection that I've actually not seen before. Isn't this an amazing piece? That could be the center of your coffee table. You could place it in a glass cabinet. Let's look at that back stamp. It is part of the Noritake Studio collection. Bone china from 1977. Yadro, Royal Doulton, and even some Ainsley. And any of these would make great gifts. And here is a familiar French crystal that I recognize. And it is very well priced. A bargain for this Baccarat Rosas decanter stand. You could, of course, use it for many different purposes. It's gone down to $38.25. Baccarat is the crystal of kings. This is an excellent gift opportunity. Shopping Waterford crystal at a charity resale is always a good idea. You get the classic Waterford with the craftsmanship and excellent prices. And as you probably noticed, the retail prices have gone sky high. Let's take a look at some of their Waterford items. I seem to have sticker shock when I happen to find out the retail price of something Waterford crystal. The Angel of Grace is $40.50. That is an incredible deal. I would definitely not shop retail for Waterford crystal when you have such a great selection here. Some wonderful paperweights, including a patriotic piece. The Waterford crystal flag is $33.75 today. This retailed for $98 in the mid-90s. That is an excellent price, and they actually don't make it today. I can hardly imagine Waterford crystal without Wedgwood. They used to be one company, now they are owned by Fiskars, a Finnish company famous for their orange-handled scissors. Wedgwood Jasperware, the teapot is a great piece. You'll want to look inside. This one actually is not glazed, and that means you really can't use it for serving. So be sure to take off that lid. It's a wonderful piece you could use as a vase or simply as part of your collection. The Waterford ring holder today is, I believe, $110. This was their wedding ring holder. You'll see that swan design. It's well priced at $33.75. Another great gift opportunity. And a doll that might look a bit familiar to you, especially if you collect dolls and know some about the history. Another treasure in the case is a Cupid doll. This is a character started by cartoonist Rose O'Neill in 1909. And she sold paper dolls at first and then had bisque dolls produced in Waltershausen, Germany. The original bisque are coveted and prized by collectors. We're going big and bold with a Lalique wall sconce. This is fabulous French crystal, something I've not seen in person. It is a little bit under $2,000 and definitely a rare piece. Quite substantial. You can see the size here with a volunteer holding it. It'd be a great addition to your home. And barware is coming back into popularity. Of course, in the mid-century, that was all the rage. This happens to be a George Briard set. He was a Polish-American designer that took on a French name. He made lots of items that were sold at Neiman Marcus for American housewives. Anything from kitchenware to barware and dishware. Sterling silver and crystal. It's the perfect marriage. And this dish is absolutely incredible. Either one of these would make a great gift. And very good prices too. Great prices on these sterling silver and glass dishes. This would be perfect for serving lemons. It technically is a coaster, but I see so many different uses for these. And this one is an exceptional deal. It has gone down to $22.50, and I think that might go home with me today. Sterling silver and glass makes the perfect compote because you can unscrew the top and you have a candle holder. And the price is right for under $25. A sterling silver basket that is reticulated with a good Drouin border. And of course, you can always turn it over, verify that it's sterling silver. And that would go in any room of your home. You could even use it for table service. And I have my eye on something French. We'll have to take a closer look at this, and I'll tell you all about it. I wonder if you might know what this could be. And we see with the hallmark, the brand. These asparagus tongs are a bargain at $96. They are from the Christofle Silver Company. It was started in 1830 by Charles Christofle. He was originally a button manufacturer and jeweler, and he acquired 2 patents in 1842 for silver and gilding methods, and he transformed ceremonial and everyday items into things of beauty. The asparagus servers cleaned up beautifully with Wright's silver polish, and they look like museum quality. A sterling and cut crystal small decanter and Wedgwood new in a box. This demi-tasse cup is a fabulous ornament in the classic jasperware with a twist. It is the white background with that Wedgwood blue applied. And wouldn't that make a great gift? The Clarion Bowl. It is well priced at $50.40. It's a 6-inch bowl that you can do just about anything with. And this decanter I've actually not seen. It is the Waterford Glandor with the strawberry cuts. And here is another look at this case. We didn't see everything yet. Let's take a closer look at some of the other sterling pieces, including a small claret, and that is solid sterling silver, and some champagne coasters. Sterling rimmed coasters are a useful and stately gift, and these are about $50, and you could pair that with your favorite champagne, and that would make an amazing gift for any occasion. The reticulated border is extra special, $51.75 for each of these, and that's Frank M. Whiting. He made lots of coasters, and here we see that hallmark. Also lots of candle holders. A sugar and creamer is priced well, $34. That is an incredible deal. These candle holders are stunning, and I just have to show you quickly before we move on to the next room. They are Crown Derby. And the black and white is actually the Aves pattern. And we will check that back stamp. These really are perfect for all seasons. I've not seen these in person before. And that would be a great addition. Now I'm going to take you into a very special room full of even more treasures and an interesting dish pattern. This is one I have not seen, and we're going to learn all about it by looking at the back stamp. Harmony House was started by Sears and Roebuck in 1940. It was a style and color system. Customers were encouraged to use the color wheels supplied in the Sears catalog. It also helped to unify the colors in the manufacturing process because they were produced by different factories. They eventually expanded the color palette to 18 colors. You could furnish an entire home using this system, and this pattern was made until 1968. A stately chinoiserie vase that almost overshadows another special piece. This is made by the Lenox China Company. It is a replica of one that is in the Smithsonian Institute, based on an original Meissen design from 1725. It is well priced at $56.25. Some balloon wines and my favorite iced beverage. This is Marquis by Waterford in the Brookside pattern. And now I will share with you my most fabulous find ever, and an amazing historical piece that I thrifted in this very store. The Guild Shop is full of treasures, including a historical find. And I'm delighted to share this with you. It is from Franciscan Masterpiece, fine china with a presidential seal. This was actually John F. Kennedy's teacup on Air Force One. The presidential seal should give it away, but I guess I thought maybe it was something from a gift shop at one of the presidential libraries. I had no idea the true origin, and I was simply adding to a teacup collection to fill my teacup cabinet. I was not aware of the historical significance when I first purchased this for about $20. It was only when I decided to list it on eBay that I thought I would do some research. And I stumbled upon a premier presidential memorabilia collector, Mr. Raleigh Daguerre Amix. And I did message him and got a response from his estate, and this has been authenticated as John F. Kennedy's teacup. Of course, you could also enjoy coffee in this, and perhaps JFK did not only drink tea on Air Force One. It is absolutely my best thrifted find to date. You're probably wondering how this ended up in a thrift store in Houston, Texas. We are home to a former president, Secretary of State, congressmen, senators, and NASA is in our city as well. And I can imagine that this would have been gifted to perhaps an Air Force One pilot. And LBJ, when he took over the presidency, ordered the same china with a platinum rim, and this was no longer allowed on Air Force One. I'm pleased to be the caretaker of this historical teacup and saucer. Fabulous crystal finds in these cases. Many brands such as Waterford, Baccarat, Orrefors, and even La Lique can be had at great prices. And I'm often adding to my gift closet because the price is right. Can't go anywhere retail and get such deals. Orrefors Swedish crystal, this vase is $33.75. And one of my favorite Waterford bowls of all time, this one is extremely well priced at $45. And the larger version is $74.40. A pair of Waterford crystal Colleen bowls in the 10-inch and the 8-inch. They also made a 6-inch, which is one of my personal favorites. And this I really like because you can turn it upside down and use as a cheese dome. Originally this was $150 and this was $250. These are great deals today. A deal at $22.50, this Waterford jam jar or honey pot, sold in seconds to the customer standing to my left. Waterford had a society club at one point. Roy Cunningham designed this sculpted swan that was originally on a wooden base. I traveled with him back in the 90s. And the Houston Rockets were NBA basketball world champs in 94 and 95. We had lots of PR events with the team. This was also originally on a wooden base. This compote is very well priced at $18 with a sterling gadroon base. You can't go anywhere in town and get anything half as nice for twice the price. Hiding down here on the bottom shelf is a Mastercraft piece from Waterford, part of their Treasures of the Sea collection, a flared Aragon vase that I've since found for $575 retail. This 12-inch Aragon flared vase is a bargain, priced at $108. It is brand new, it's never been used. It is a classic pattern designed by my friend, the late Jim O'Leary, and it retails for $500. I like to mix different crystal patterns. I don't think you have to stick with just one. And this would be a great opportunity to add some various manufacturers and styles, including a more traditional Lismore, which is the #1 stem pattern across all tabletop, well priced, 8 pieces for $117.60. Each glass is $110 retail, takes 14 hours of labor to produce, and this is the classic Waterford, which is a far better quality than what you get today. And I wanted to showcase this pattern, which I think is lots of fun. I encouraged many brides in the 90s to select this because I think it's a bit youthful and adds some interest to your table. And look at that interior design. It's floral and fun. And a great price for this set of 5. It's always nice to find a familiar stem pattern while out thrifting. This is the Lucerne pattern that launched in 1994 as part of the Fabulous 5 to tap into the bridal market with a more modern look. And what I like is that as you take a sip from this beverage glass, you see a beautiful flower. It retailed for $39.50 originally, and $49.50 was the classic Lismore. You can see that they were also working on a price point. This is one of the first stem patterns made in Germany, and a bargain at $18 a stem for this set of 5. Lots of pottery and porcelain in this section of the store. You can have anything from a large blue and white chinoiserie vase at $144 to a Delft vase that I wanted to share with you, but a customer purchased it just a second ago. You also might see some familiar patterns that are classic and have been made by many different manufacturers. This is a bit of a paisley look, and this is the more traditional blue willow, and very well priced. I like to call this the blue room. They have a nice selection of our favorite blue and white chinoiserie. And always look down when you're thrifting because you might find something fabulous. Here's a small set of Churchill, made in England, Blue Willow. It's priced at $51 for quite a few pieces. This is a very good price. As you've probably seen in a recent segment at Heights Antiques, this Blue Willow pattern is fabulous for fall. And I can see those deep bowls used for chili or chowder. Just add pumpkins, maybe some orange napkins, and you've got a great seasonal look. This riser would have been a great purchase. I probably should have taken that home. That could elevate anything from a crystal bowl to a chinoiserie vase. And for Thanksgiving, we could definitely have some fun with the blue and white and turkeys in the Spode Festival collection. And in case you're looking for a hostess gift, how about one for you and one to bring along? At first glance, this may look like Herend, which is Hungarian china, but these are hand painted, but they're actually a bit more affordable. And it did get lots of interest from customers, I will tell you that, as we were shopping. Priced at $24 each. And you'll want to watch those tags because it does go down over time if you're lucky enough that it's still there, which doesn't happen often at the Guild. Some great pitchers, jugs, useful items, and I found recently my Villeroy-en-Bach French garden plates here, a stack of them for $15. This coffee pot with creamer and sugar is delightful. It's soon going to go down to $60. It is Meissen. Lots of detail in that lid, and we'll see the swords on bottom, and that is Meissen, made in Germany, former Eastern Germany. Lots to discover here. I'll take you along. Welcome to the dish room. They have everything from everyday to elegant entertaining with a broad range of back stamps. Just when you think you have everything in tabletop, here is another addition to consider, and something that would work very well for holidays and special occasions for that sweet something. These lidded dessert jars are made in the style of Limoges by the Sei Company of Japan. They are perfect for that superb dessert, pot de crème. And they are well priced at $29.25 for a set of 6. That's great for entertaining. I will definitely keep an eye out for this item. I'd like to get this set for under $20, fingers crossed. This is a Royal Doulton pattern. You can tell by the style of the sugar bowl. It is the burgundy pattern. Just one example of the many different styles and eras represented here, including Franciscan and the Desert Rose pattern. I've talked extensively about the history of this during a visit to High Street Antiques in Dallas. You may want to take a look at that previous segment because you will find it has different back stamps. This, I believe, is probably all made in California. You can tell by the design of the plate. And that was an iconic pattern. Evesham Veil is made by Royal Worcester. It would be perfect for breakfast or brunch. It's a pattern that was made from 1984 to 2015. This is a lovely look. It says Ralph Lauren. It's actually Royal Albert, called Bittersweet, part of their Country Garden collection. And it is user-friendly, I can see. Lots of beautiful glassware. You can find anything and everything in this section. The glassware section is great for bargain hunting. I've often found Waterford crystal here for amazing deals. And this Imperial Candlewick tray is another great example of the special prices they have in this area. $7.35. You could place a birthday card on top, tie some ribbons, and you've got a great gift, and that's perfect for everyday entertaining. A pretty cake pedestal in a familiar pattern. Hofbauer birds. You might recognize this from our visit to the German flea market. It is priced at $45, and they give a suggested dual use. You flip it over, and that can be a chip and dip. An EAPG compote, priced at $4.20. This is probably about 100 years old. Absolutely amazing. And a pretty crystal vase for $15. It has that iconic hobstar design you see in a lot of European crystal. Take that to your florist, and that could be an amazing gift for someone. And an unusual bowl. It looks like American Brilliant met EAPG. A party perfect punch bowl. I find that these don't sell as quickly. It's priced at $96. You could probably wait and get that for $72 or maybe even the $48. Many uses for this. A perfect pair of 3 light candle holders. $10.50 each. This is the Cambridge Caprice pattern. Isn't this a peach? I just love finding art glass, especially when it's well priced. They call it a pink apple, but I'm really thinking it's a peach. And it is from Orient and Flume. It retails for over $100. More art glass, and a familiar designer that we've discovered recently. And not everyone loves the traditional. Think about your friends and family, and maybe the modern touch is just right. Another great find with the Rollin Karg modern art glass. You probably recall seeing some of these beautiful items in the modern estate sale I featured recently on the channel. This is an amazing deal at $150 because they go for about $500. This is a designer out of Wichita, Kansas area. This one was made in 1997, is signed, and worth a lot more. A warm color for fall. I could even see a hand-poured candle in this delightful piece, and well priced. Carnival glass gets its iridescent sheen from the application of metallic salts that are placed on the item as it comes out of the mold and it is still hot. The final firing process brings out this iridescent sheen. Well priced at $9.45 for this Harvest Grapes pattern compote. That's another great deal. For a fresh look, you could bring in a bit of nature with this Lenox pattern. And one beauty of shopping resale is that you can often get extensive patterns. It's not just 1 or 3. You've got enough for maybe you and a friend to split. $6.99 is the initial price. Of course, you can keep watching that ticket over time, might get it for a better deal. You can't go to retail stores and take all of this home because they don't stock anymore. Everything has to be ordered. This is a companion pattern, also made by Lenox. It's the Butterfly Meadow. For a more contemporary look, the Velour en Bois New Wave pattern. They even have a line of restaurant wear. This is a popular selection with brides. And of course, made in Germany in my husband's home state of the Saarland. Add a pop of color to your season. This small creamer or pitcher I think is perfect. You can do so much with this, anything from syrup to florals and Q-tips. The crimped rose bowl is actually meant to float a flower. These are fantastic. I've seen these at Still Good Consignments, and I'm always thinking I want to add these to my collection. From the Jeanette Glass Company, the iris and that iridescent carnival glass, a sugar bowl, also with many different uses. I like to add a different color. I think if you have white dishes, wouldn't that be a great way to bring in something fresh from Hazel Atlas, the Moroccan set, and amethyst. This is yet again an extensive collection. And I like the square shape. It's very modern even though it's from the 1960s. It can be current again. They also have a nice collection of silver plate and everyday trays and just about anything you could use for entertaining. And the prices are right. And I often find Wilton Armitage. Let's see if they have any of that today. This sterling silver based cake stand is something my mother and I always collected. I found these in 2 sizes. I'm going to pass on this today because I have so many of them. It's a great price at $25.50. Here's some Wilton Armitage in the William and Mary pattern. This is a lovely bowl. This is where I found the John F. Kennedy teacup some years ago. Just happened to be hiding amongst all the other cups and saucers. This Limoges demi-tasse is fantastic, priced at $9. Love that surprise floral design inside. And of course we have to look at the back stamp. And it is from France. Now we are in the clearance section at the back of the store, and I highly recommend that you stop off here. You might find something fantastic, or the gravy boat that goes with the Harmony House pattern. This is hand painted, you can tell, with that beautiful gold rim. Let's flip it over, look at the back stamp. And it is hand painted Nippon from Japan. Sort of an Art Deco design. Lovely colors. And this one looks like a familiar pattern with all those beautiful florals in the Dresden floral design for $11.55. That seems too good to be true. A beautiful sauce boat with a bit of history. The back stamp tells us it is Pirkenhammer from Czechoslovakia. Originally, this company started in 1803 in Bohemia. It was founded by Friedrich Höcke and Johann Gottlob List. And at that time, it was known as Karlovy Vary or Karlsbad in German. They were a premier porcelain manufacturer, and that company existed for centuries. Now we're going to be transported to Times Square in New York City with fantastic art, some great decorative elements, and a custom, one-of-a-kind Brazilian lamp anchored by Bohemian mantle lusters. These were placed on a mantle with a mirror backing, and in the Victorian era that gave them that much more light. Love that green glass. Some very unique finds here that certainly have some great impact in your living space. And this art is from an Oklahoma designer named Roger Disney, priced at $2,700. And we all need a lot of love. This is an interesting item. And let's take a closer look at this. $477. While I was shopping, I noticed that there was a set designer from Sweeney Todd who was shopping. I wonder if he took that to the hobby center. And some great furniture and even better deals than you can imagine. Look at the design on this. There is such detail and really a hidden gem here with furnishings. And these are brand new. The Guild also gets consignments from a high-end furniture store with brand new items. This chair is $910 retail with the original tags. It is $87 here at the Guild. This is an unbelievable opportunity to furnish your home. The Guild is one-stop shopping for extra seating that you might need, especially for the holidays. You could have these wingback seagrass chairs with cushions, $158.40. And these chevron swivel chairs are fun, and they are going, gone. Furniture sells fast here at the Guild shop. These chevron chairs already have sold signs. Everyone can use a small table to put beside a comfortable chair. This small pie crust is $87. Can always find a spot for that. And this hall tree has an interesting umbrella stand with the 10 bases, priced at $477 with a marble top. There's so much more furniture to discover. You can step out in style when you shop at the Guild and save some money along the way. Many of these top brands are sold at stores such as Neiman Marcus, Saks Fifth Avenue, and boutique stores, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and so many more top brands. Let's have a look in these cases. And be sure to follow the Guild shop on social media. They do a great job of posting some current items or new things that come into the shop, including designer handbags. Here we have Gucci, sort of a floral tapestry look. You find anything from shoes to sunglasses to handbags. These are Dior. Fabulous. And white Chanel with that quilted look. You certainly wouldn't want to pay retail when you can get something that's like new. And this is priced at $1,632. I love the blue. And of course the blue and white Louis Vuitton. This is fantastic. Great for summer, and the signature design as well. This one is $3,210. And yes, this is a lot to spend, but if you're looking at going to Neiman Marcus and you're spending probably 3 to 4 times that, you definitely get a better deal here, including on Hermes. And everyone should have an Hermes scarf, especially when you can thrift it. Oh, the pink Chanel bag is quite lovely. It's priced at $600. And of course they authenticate their bags as well. Lots of consigners who are bringing in top quality items. And I am thrilled with my purchases today, and I'm so glad that you came along with me so I could share this wonderful shop with you where I got my start thrifting back in high school. And I will certainly enjoy all of these items, and some might be used as gifts. I hope that you can pop into the Guild shop and discover some treasures. I would love to hear from you in the comments below if you found some amazing deals here. I'm glad you came along today for the Guild shop. I hope that you pop in soon and find some deals like I did with this Waterford crystal vase, the Imperial candlewick dish, the lemon dish with the sterling silver, James Avery earrings, and Christofle asparagus tongs. Thanks again for joining Lady Mary Beth. Elevate your everyday with thrifting.